one more time!
Oh yeah!
When we come together, what time is it?
It's time for
Shocking Bob. Episode 5.
If anybody gets their feelings hurt by Church of the SubGenius, that's exactly what proves they're an idiot, even lower than a SubGenius. And when we call somebody dumb, man, we already have a pretty low bar. And when somebody goes below us, give me a break.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Yes, we smell sausage. You play it backwards and you hear Jesus loves you.
That's no sausage I smell. That stink ascends eternally up to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it.
It's the SubGeniuses.
A 5-year-old boy has been inexplicably burning into flames, according to Baffle. Little Tong has set fire to a couch, ruined a bed mattress, and narrowly missed setting his grandmother's hair on fire when she got too close. Everyone is terrified to go near him. Everyone except a mysterious grinning man smoking a pipe.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you fucking I've had it with the fucking magic fucking twat, man! Fucking out of it! Sick of the fucking useless poxy fucking thing! Fair back to the fuck up!
John, you just broke your guitar?
I don't give a shit. I'm sick of this house.
Was a man, the wolf's greatest salesman, and he had to bust a plan to get the shackles from our feet. Oh yeah, but now he's gone, a martyr for the cause. Bob is my load, he's coming again. Who knew that the first shot would be the last shot? But he has a part of his pipe that's gonna smoke on through the night. And although he may be hurting, you know that Bob will keep on squirting. Bob is my load and he's coming again. Who knew that the first shot would be the last shot? But he has a part of his pipe that's gonna smoke on through the night. And although he may be hurting, you know that Bob will keep on squirting. Bob is my load and he's coming again. He can save us from the men in black with just a shot from his mighty sack. If only he could make it back from the land of the dead. But until that happy day, we can only drink and say, Bob is my load and he's coming again. I know we can make it. Without him we can't take it. We'll lose pieces of our lives to the big boys and the whips. Until the day when he comes back, it'll be a world without slack. Bob is my load and he's coming again. Bob is my load. Bob is my load. Bob is my load and he's coming again. It's upon us, we need Bob to be upon us. Bob is my load. Bob is my load. Bob is my load and he's coming again. Great gods, it's gonna blow me right now. Again.
Death! Death! Death to the conspiracy! Abolish normalcy! Eradicate pinkness! Pull the string! Dance to that motherfucker! Jihad!
Hi! How are my fellow baby Yetis doing? This is Shockin' Bob, episode 4. This is your host, Reverend Chasing Ghosts. Do you like the new intro? Did you catch it earlier? Anyway, you just heard Slack Attack's version of the timeless SubGenius anthem, Bob Is My Load. We got some more show coming up right now.
Incoming transmission.
What I'm about to remind you of is some news that was in our most recent SubGenius, well, the Third Testament, SubGenius Cyclopedia of Slack, the Bibliographon. And this is the only place you're going to hear it because it's completely out of print until I personally release the full color e-book of it. Don't hold your breath. That'll probably happen on the escape saucers. But what I'm going to remind you of is a discovery primarily researched by Dr. Onan Canobite, and that discovery is that this planet is Mars. At some point in the 1950s, the third and fourth planets from the sun switched places. We think it was around 1953. We think the psychic wounds opened up by World Wars I, II, and III were a partial cause. We think a bunch of things. But the point is that this planet is Mars, and we were on the wrong planet for X Day. Bob was there on the real Earth, now the fourth planet from the sun. So were the Xists. All parties necessary to close the deal were there, except us. Now, friends, I'm going to skip over. He has several pages of technical proofs here, which you would be able to read if you got this book while it was still available. I can tell exactly how many of you did, too. Friends, they use up planets and cast them aside. You say, what of this planet's atmosphere and environment? The living third planet is slowly and not so slowly being transformed to resemble the dead fourth planet. Just as the SubGenius is trying to bring about the good Mars, the conspiracy strives to bring about the bad Mars. They had to swap planets because they used the old one up. Whole planets are used as prison farms. We were on Mars. We missed X Day. That is our condition today in this world.
Here's how it is. The Earth got used up.
You want to know about the real Earth? Where some of us came from, us older generation? On the true Earth, or what they call Mars, you'd be taller and your bones would never hurt. The hair on your back would be silkier and your legs wouldn't go numb from long excremeditation sessions. Yatinson lived for thousands of years on the true Earth, Mars, but on false Earth, as bones age, they grow nerve cells which serve to deliver mild to severe pain constantly. Your Earth bones beam weakness rays at your other bones. That's how they're controlling everyone. On, quote, Mars, here, these same bone nerves deliver, this gets confusing between the two planets. On Mars, these same bone nerves deliver orgasms. No one, not even Madame Yeti women, shave their breast pits. Sex on true Earth, what we call Mars, is like nothing we could even begin to imagine here within this awful closed gravity well, this titan of unfairness, this, quote, Earth, actually Mars. How come neither Art Bell, Air America, nor Rush Limbaugh ever mentioned this? It's because the conspiracy will spend any amount to hide the fact that it despoiled Mars, used up its volcanoes and church air caves, and exploited its resources, leaving a dusty, airless ball, and then took its princes and queens off as slaves. And that's who we, the SubGeniuses, are, friends. Now, Dobbs knew of the Earth-Mars switch when it happened, but he had to wait for the right plot point, so to speak, to emerge before that skinned cat could be let out of the 9 bags. He couldn't release the information until the century changed, and even then it was iffy. So, friends, and we can go ahead and announce this right now, right here, to ensure disbelief. But indeed, Earth and Mars were switched.
I'm paying all corners today. Watch that ball. First one point now, be the first one win.
You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch? The man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend. The man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this. A 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-passenger station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you can have in the back. And while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of. Yes, the man that'll take every dime out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and of course crap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this, if you'd like to get fucked and hooked real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But if you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month. You can't get even. So shop before you buy. Bayshore, Chrysler Plymouth.
Oh my God. That was it. You dropped your girdle. Well, you clean it up again.
Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz was one because of the wonderful things he does.
What's your name, P.O.B., so they calling you Bob? Stop playing, that you do know that I'm known for the Bob.
Bob predicted a long time ago that the world ends on July 5th, 1998 at 7 a.m.
98.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, obviously,
the
conspiracy of the normal people has been fooling with calendars for who knows how long.
Well, this is
just
true,
to
yeah.
embarrass Bob, and it's obviously really not 1998 yet.
Well, then there was the Romans that screwed it up too. You know, I mean, you always blame the
That
Romans.
too, it's a real mess. We don't really know what year this is or what planet this is even, but we get together at at different campgrounds, and we have these end of the world drills.
Cool.
Every July 5th, we do what you would do if you thought the world was about to end.
Let me jump in for just a bit. The beautiful Mother Superior Mayhem and I just returned from a wonderful week in Cancun where we tied the knot in holy matrimony. But when we returned to Texas, guess what? We missed the Rapture again. Some goofball pink boy pastor named Joshua Malakea convinced his fellow normals that the Rapture was going to happen on September 24th, so they started selling their cars and letting their affairs go to shit. Because it doesn't matter anymore. We're going to be raptured. Way. Oops. Guess what? They're still here. And now they have to walk everywhere and their pink credit is shot. All because Pastor Joshua claimed to have a vision that probably originated more from indigestion than divine revelation. And now Pastor Joshua has released a revised rapture date of who the fuck cares. I think he could benefit from an extended extra meditation session, but when it comes to predicting the end of the world, I remember the words of Laibach. Yes, we believe in God, but unlike Americans, we don't trust him. Remember, these are the guys who played a concert in North Korea and lived to tell the tale. So where does that leave Bob and his prediction of X Day? You just heard Reverend Stang speak extensively on this, and we are going to revisit this topic. For now, sit back and absorb the bulldada. You've earned it. Enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Instead of hearing music, you hear the...
This is the time of
Who would have thought that the Rapture would actually turn into adult Christmas for the rest of us? In the last 4 days, I have seen people giving away stuff on like Facebook Marketplace, selling their vehicles. Man yesterday was just gifted $1,915 in bills, cash. Wad. Uber driver, a couple gets in from church crying because they believe the rapture is about to happen any day this week. And they're like, you know what, here, we don't need this. Gives him a wad of cash. Another woman has left her niece $40,000 of her savings. Why? Because her niece is gay. So this woman just got $40,000 for being gay. And don't think that all gays are like really coming out ahead here, because there was one gay man online who has been sharing his conversation with a woman who does believe that she's going to get raptured, and she likes him, and she's like, I really like you, gay. I would like you to take care of my dog Abigail once I am raptured. Will you do that for me? And he's like, absolutely not. Are you saying that God doesn't like me and wouldn't take me to heaven? And she's like, yeah, basically. He's like, please unfollow me. So yeah, he's not really having the best experience.
Boy, fundamental is right. You take out the fun, then you take out the mental, and all you're left with is the duh.
My neighbor thinks today's the rapture.
These are just a few things to keep in mind if I'm chosen during the rapture. Number 1, I'm planning on wearing a denim miniskirt with built-in shorts underneath from Hollister so that nobody can see my underwear when I'm ascending. And I'm also gonna wear a white top, probably the one with little white bows on it, so that it kind of matches in case they give me my wings right away. Number 2, from now until the rapture, I'm no longer counting calories because I know that once I get to heaven, I'll be given my dream body anyways. Number 3, I'm gonna be live streaming while I ascend, and I'll also be making videos and posting about like what heaven is like and stuff like that once I get up there. So if you're gonna be left behind, make sure to follow now so that you can get updates. Number 4, obviously I'm gonna be calling in sick because I'm not gonna roll up to work on Judgment Day. Number 5, I'm giving away my car in case anybody needs it, since starting tomorrow I'm probably gonna be flying everywhere. Number 6, I'm gonna be putting on my makeup before I go to bed tonight just in case it happens while I'm sleeping. Number 7, I wanna live in the nice part of heaven, so I'll probably need roommates depending on housing costs. So if you're also looking for roommates, hit me up. I'm pretty clean, but I do have to disclaim that if we watch a movie together, I'll probably talk through the whole thing. And number 8, if for some reason there's a mistake and I'm left behind, I will be hosting a Rapture Day party, just something fun and lighthearted for those of us who aren't the chosen ones. I'm so far thinking there'll be definitely a slip and slide and an open bar.
The rupture is upon us, dear friends. That fateful day, July 5th, 1998. Next days are coming, and the pinks are bumming. Next days are coming, and the pinks are bumming. Sure, when the rupture hits, we'll all be in our first class window seats on the pleasure saucers watching the little pink boys fry.
Turn on, tune in, and you certainly don't want to preach to people.
Next days are coming, and the pigs are bumming. Sure, J.R. Bob Dobbs is my savior. And of course I want more slack, and I'm smoking frop non-stop. But what I really want... Oh yeah, that's it. Those lovely alien nympho mutants. Non-stop orgies on the pleasure saucers. Oh yeah.
I love to be naked.
More.
Turn on, tune in, and why you want to be normal?
Next days are coming, and the pigs are bumming. Say next days are coming, and them little pigs are bumming. Those conspiracy dude pink boy normals are gonna fry. They won't even know what hit them. That old Stark fist is gonna come down hard. But nothing's guaranteed, dear friends. I'm a card-carrying member of the Church of the SubGenius. I'm the almighty king of slap. But when X Day comes around, the only thing I have is my unshakable faith in Bob.
Turn on, tune in, and why do you want to be normal?
X days are coming, and the pigs are bumming.
Want to be saved?
X days are coming, and the pigs are bumming.
Listen to me, mister. It's salvation I'm talking about.
So Rapture TikTok did finally find me, and it is wild over there. These people, 100% sure. They are 100% convinced. They're like giving us all this proof, and of course it's not. It's just things that have happened to them, allegedly. But like, there's this one chick, and she is like broken. Like she's like full-blown panic attack in her videos, and she's so sad and heartbroken that like she feels like she has to spend all this time with her kids up until it happens, and she's a mess. Like this has fucked her up big time, and she's probably going to have long-term trauma from this thought that she's not going to see her kids anymore because she believes it that much.
Then shall they see the Son of Man.
At some point in time, maybe you came across a little book first published in 1841 by Charles Mackay. This book is currently known as Extraordinary Popular Delusions and the Madness of Crowds. Within the pages of this book, Mackay discussed social phenomena such as the Dutch tulip craze, witch mania throughout Europe, the Crusades, and, wait for it, fascination with prophecy and fortune-telling, which ties in a bit with modern society's occasional bouts of rapture mania. Extraordinary Popular Delusions is also a study in the currents of crowd psychology that leaves so many of us vulnerable to mass hysteria and delusion even to this day. As SubGeniuses, one of our chief strengths is our focus on knowledge of the substratum of our current reality, often frustrating, but not entirely devoid of slack. It's not how smart you are that counts. It's how you use whatever intelligence you've got. Take Bob, for example. To the normals, he might appear to be just another guy predicting when the world will end. And, admittedly, we emulate the follies of Bob more than we praise his intelligence. We are not afraid to follow a guru who is less than infallible, because Bob is fundamentally one of us. But the reason we hold on to his prophecy of X Day occurring on July 5th, 1998 at 7 a.m. is because Bob is lucky. Too damn lucky for his own good, some might argue, but when these naysayers develop the ability to effortlessly surf the luck plane like Bob does, let me know. Bob is also largely immune to herd mentality, owing to his past life as one of the most powerful figures in the conspiracy. Herd mentality is a driving force in the events detailed in Extraordinary Popular Delusions, but oftentimes herd mentality degenerates into that worst of sins consistently exhibited by normals, herd stupidity. For example, take the A&W restaurant chain. Today, you might remember A&W more for its root beer than its restaurants, but in the 1970s, there were more A&W restaurants worldwide than there were McDonald's restaurants. At least 2,400 locations in the United States, Canada, Singapore, and Europe. The chain was plagued with lawsuits, inconsistencies with their own business practices, and dissatisfied franchise holders, so A&W restaurants started to disappear. In the early 80s, A&W owner A. Alfred Taubman tried to turn things around with a new third-pound hamburger designed to take on the McDonald's Quarter Pounder. Taste tests indicated that people preferred A&W's third-of-a-pound burger over its rival, and A&W offered the burger at the same price as the Quarter Pounder. But when the sales figures came in, the A&W burger got clobbered, especially in America. Why? Because the conspiracy convinced way too many suckers that a quarter-pound burger is bigger than a third-pound burger, because, after all, 4 is bigger than 3. Any dummy could see that, right? So, A&W endured yet another setback because too many normals couldn't bother to learn how fractions work. Herd stupidity at work. Conspiracy mission accomplished. Originally, I was going to follow up with a discussion of the Mars Climate Orbiter and how the big brains at Lockheed Martin and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory could not agree on whether to use the metric system or traditional English measurements, resulting in the orbiter burning itself to a crisp in the Martian atmosphere. But I've just been told that the Rapture is in progress now! Right now! This is being recorded on October the 4th, and apparently we're going to have 3 days of darkness starting today and ending on October the 6th, when the Rapture is really, truly, honest to Bob gonna happen. I swear it on the MMA gloves of the fighting Jesus. And according to this prophetic pink boy on TikTok, certain precautions must be taken.
Go inside your, drop anything you're doing, if you're at work, school, whatever. Go back home, go home, drop everything you're doing, go home. If you're at home, stay home. Make sure all the windows are covered. Make sure your door is locked. And okay. So yeah, when you see the lights appear in the sky, which should appear, I believe it will be on October 4th, in the morning of October 4th, very early morning. That is when the lights will appear. That is the sign to get in your house. Make sure all the windows are covered. Make sure the door is locked. And when the darkness falls, so when the darkness is fallen, hordes of demons will be unleashed all over the world. And they will come appearing as loved ones, and they will beg to come in your house. They'll appear as loved ones, relatives, or someone you might know, and they will beg to come in your house. Do not open the door for anyone or anything when the darkness falls. Do not open the door for anything or anyone. Don't look outside the window. Don't cover the windows and stay, in relationship with God.
Shut the fuck up!
But in point of fact, since the Neanderthals until now, we have a choice of many, many cultures' notions of what the afterlife is. And the amazing thing is that they don't cohere very well. Each culture designs what it thinks is important for its afterlife, and they don't necessarily have any relationship to other people's afterlives.
Is your heaven in the sky?
The funny thing is that Americans' near-death experiences confirm our relatively optimistic notion that we're all going to heaven.
How about your heaven, Eddie?
But if you look at near-death experiences over 2,000 years of history, you find that most often in the past they were fearful experiences in which people experienced going to hell. And when they recovered from it, then they changed their lives and became good religious people.
Well, my first idea of God was...
It seems to most Americans that we don't need to do that. Most of us think we're living just fine lives, and so we experience heaven.
Well, my first idea of God was...
The band in heaven.
That there was somebody...
Play my favorite song.
Up in heaven.
When we have these experiences,
They played one so damn. They play it all night long.
I think it's a normal part of the human mind that we do have these extraordinary experiences.
No.
There's a book called Why God Won't Go Away. And it suggests that we are, in a sense, wired to have these extraordinary experiences. In which our religious life is innovated, and we find new ways of expressing what the afterlife is about. So I think of these notions of the afterlife, which are produced by societies, and only recently by individuals, after all, as kinds of mirrors in which a society takes stock of itself. They tell us one thing or another, and they all have to be believed with a grain of salt. But the strange thing about fiction is that you can believe it entirely. In fact, you have to believe Hamlet entirely in order to understand what the play is about. So my feeling is that history always tells lies, but since this is fiction, we can safely believe it.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly.
There's a lot in the culture that encourages us, I think, to confuse passion and apparent sincerity of belief with truth.
But since this is fiction, we can safely believe it.
I bumped into a girl roller skating, and the girl that was roller skating said something about God. My classmate said he isn't real. It was a great discussion, but we all went off with good feelings.
I believe, it all depends on what you believe. Whoa, whoa, now I believe, it all depends on what you believe.
Those who actually believe, accept, walk with him in faith, they are the ones that will be in heaven.
The people that will be in heaven are those who have invited Christ in.
I'm going to be there, are you?
Or when do you think of God, Douglas? I think of God when I'm laying in bed, Miss Parker. It makes me feel better. I seem to go to sleep faster.
Majority of Americans said the number one reason they believe in God is the good design and complexity of the universe. But when you ask them, why do you think other people believe in God? Here it gets interesting. The good design of the universe argument drops way down to 6th place. Shooting up to number 1 is emotional need and comfort, whereas when you ask people why they believe, emotional need and comfort is way down on the list. So what we have here is an intellectual versus emotional difference in why people believe. Most of us think that we come to our beliefs, all of our beliefs, not just religious beliefs, political beliefs and so forth, for rational reasons. That is, we feel we have to give logical arguments and rational reasons for why we believe. But we know that other people have not arrived at their beliefs for those reasons. In actual fact, we all arrive at our beliefs for other reasons, usually other than intellectual reasons. So we attribute then to other people motives different from our own.
All right, so here it is. I told y'all if I wake up today and the rapture didn't happen, I would come on here and make an apology. I was wrong about the rapture, which last time I checked is not a sin. Sometimes it's good to be wrong. Sometimes it's good to be humbled, and I'm very humble now. I guess God wasn't sending me messages about the rapture through license plates on cars. I guess those were just random cars that I was seeing and trying to apply meaning to the numbers and letters on the license plates. I guess God didn't have me quit my dream job and move across the country to a state that I loathe just to get me fired from that job so I could be at home with my family for the rapture this week. I guess it wasn't really God speaking through me when I was crying and screaming and speaking in tongues about the rapture coming. Just fine, no harm done. I mean, I scared my kids, and now I have to get my cat back from my atheist neighbor, but no real harm done. Or it was a test. God was testing me, like Job from the Bible. I'm Job. I'm like Job from the Bible. He made me humble so I could be a main character from the Bible. And this was all a test, the way he tested Job. Me losing my job and all of my friends and any standing I had in the professional world was just like Job losing all of his things to show that he had faith in God. God was just testing me. So when the real rapture does come, he knows that he can count on me to lead his flock to the heavens. God needs me to continue going viral on TikTok predicting raptures, because the real rapture...
Shut up!
Oh man, this 3 days of darkness leading up to the rapture, I think this could be it. Oh man, I've been a scoffer for so long. I've been such a doubter, but I gotta get serious. This rapture information is super serial. I gotta be ready, man. I gotta be ready for anything. I'm triple locking all the doors, telling my relatives to stay away. I'm putting tinfoil on all the windows. I'm gonna load a fresh mag in the AR-15. I'm putting some Jimmy Buffett on the CD player. And my wife and I are firing up that margarita machine because we're gonna go through the rapture in style. This may be the last broadcast of Shock and Bob, and if that's the case, it's been nice knowing you. I will see you on the pleasure vessels of the sex goddesses. But until that time, there's still just enough time for you to get right with Bob and get ready for the rapture. You can always write to Bob at P.O. Box 807, Glen Rose, Texas 76043. Or you can visit the Church of the SubGenius website at subgenius.com. The views expressed on this program are strictly those of the producer and do not necessarily represent those of the SubGenius Foundation or of the social media platform carrying this program. The term SubGenius and the likeness and image of J.R. Bob Dobbs are trademarks of the SubGenius Foundation and are used with the kind permission of the SubGenius Foundation, possibly for the last time. The password for this episode is Charles Taze Russell. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for listening. I'll go get you some slack while there's still time.
I don't care who, somebody's getting hit with a stick.